You probably heard don't close that card or keep your balance under 30%. But why? Why do those things matter so much to your credit score? Well, it all comes down to understanding how FICO scores actually work, okay? And today, I'm gonna break it all down like you're 5 years old, okay? So no extra stuff, no jargon, no fluff, just real talk. So you can finally know how to work the system that's been working you. Now let's start with the truth that most people don't know, all right? Your FICO score. It's not just a number. It's a ranking system built on 5 categories. Kind of like, like your favorite video game has different levels or points to win. Your credit score is just like points across different buckets, okay? So here's the breakdown. 35% of what makes your credit score is how you pay your bills. This is called payment history, okay? Now this really focuses on on-time payments or obviously late payments. 30% is how much you owe. This is called your credit utilization. So let's say, for example, on a credit card, you would take the balance and divide it by the limit. That's going to be your credit utilization. 15% is how long you've had your credit. This is also known as credit age. 10% is the type of credit that you use. That's a credit mix, like an auto loan or a credit card. That's going to be a mix. 10% is how often you apply. This is going to be new credit or new accounts, okay? But don't worry, we're going to unpack each one in a way that makes sense for your real life, all right? Let's go ahead and start with the biggest chunk, payment history. You've probably experienced this already. You pay your bills on time, except one. One late payment hits and then boom, your credit score drops 40 points, 50 points, or 60 points. Why did that happen? Well, here's why. Because FICO sees late payments as a high risk. Let's say, for example, even one late payment can stay on your credit report for 7 years unless you dispute it or unless you send, let's say, a goodwill letter, okay? It's like missing a homework assignment in school and that kept your grade low all year. So yes, even one missed payment can cost you way more than you think. Here's a quick tip. Set up automatic payments or autopay for at least the minimum amount due, especially on credit cards. Also, if you're getting value already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss videos like this that actually help you grow your credit the right way. Now, wait till you hear why 30% credit utilization is actually a trap. That's coming up next. Now let's go right into it. Utilization. This one hurts a lot of people, even if they're doing everything else right, okay? Utilization just means how much of your credit limit are you actually using right now. So let's say, for example, your credit limit is 1,000 and you owe 500. You're at 50% utilization. And guess what? FICO starts subtracting points anytime you start going over 10%. That's right, not 30%. That's the myth. Most people aim for under 30%, but the sweet spot is under 10%, like 7 to 10%, 5 to 10%, okay? That's where the real point gains actually start happening. But here's a quick heads up. Inside of my 850 Club Elite, we actually show you which credit cards to pay down first using our utilization fix, okay? Plus, you get custom game plans built around your goals. It's like having a coach for your credit score. Click the link inside the description below or scan the QR code right here on your screen to learn more. Let's talk about credit age. This one's easy to mess up, especially if you've ever closed a credit card. You probably thought to yourself, well, I paid it off on time, it's gotta be time to close it. But closing an old credit card, that's gonna shorten your credit history and it's gonna drop your score in most cases, okay? The goal is to keep older accounts open even if you barely use them. Once every 2 to 3 months, buy something small like gas or subscription service, then pay it off, like put it on autopay. That's real simple, okay? Why does FICO care? Because the longer that you've had credit, the more stable you're gonna look. It's like a long relationship. It builds trust. Next up is gonna be credit mix. This is about what types of credit that you have. For example, it can be credit cards. That's also known as revolving accounts because the amount that you owe, it revolves. Then you have your loans. Those are called installment accounts like auto loans. mortgage loans, personal loans, and yes, even student loans as well. Now, the more variety, the better. Even if you have a credit card right now, adding a credit builder or a secured loan can help you not only increase your credit score, but also make your credit profile look great as well too. Inside the 850 Club Elite, we show our members exactly what accounts to add and which ones to avoid, because not all credit builder tools are created equal. Now, the last category is the most misunderstood of all, and it can quietly be dragging your score down without you even noticing it. Let's talk about new credit. This is how often you apply for stuff. Every time you apply, it creates what they call a hard inquiry or a hard pull. And that lowers your score, usually on average about 3 to 5 points, okay? But everyone's situation is different. Now, here's where people mess up. They apply for 3 credit cards in the same week, or they shop for an auto loan with 6 different lenders or going to multiple dealerships and wonder why their credit score is constantly dropping down. FICO sees that and they think, wait a minute, this person might be desperate for money, even if you're not. Here's the best rule. Space out your credit card applications by at least 90 days. And don't apply for stuff that you really don't need unless it's part of a strategy like credit cards stacking, or if you're trying to, look for certain mortgage lenders to buy certain type of properties. That's a little bit different. But let's do a quick recap with real life examples. You pay on time, that's going to equal huge points. Okay, so remember that. Number 2, you keep credit card balances low. That's going to get you even more points. Number 3, you keep old accounts open unless it's charging you like an annual fee and it's like less than 24 months old and it's like costing you more and it just doesn't make sense to keep it. Next is going to be your mix of credit types. This is a good move to have. And then last but not least, you want to avoid applying for everything. This is why people are seeing 90-point jumps in 30 days or less, because they're finally playing the game the right way. Here's the part that nobody tells you. Even if you have bad credit, I'm talking like right now, your credit score is like under 600, under 550, okay? FICO scores are designed to be recoverable, all right? Which means you can get it back up. You're not stuck. You just need a plan, a strategy, and consistency. So if you've been guessing your way through this, this is the time to get a strategy that's going to work. That's what we do inside the 850 Club Elite. You get access to a custom game plan if you want to. You can also get access to our weekly sessions where we break down real credit reports together. You'll learn what's helping, what's hurting, and what to do next, okay? Now, there is a limit to how many people can get started with us, but you can still learn more right now. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code right there on your screen. Now, coming up, I'm going to show you how to stop your score from dropping during big life events like buying a car or buying a house. Let's say you're about to buy a car. You get approved, awesome. But suddenly your score drops 15 to 30 points. Why? Here's a couple of examples. Number 1, a new account was added. This is going to drop your average age of your credit. Number 2, you got a hard inquiry, which we know, again, that's going to affect your score 3 to 5 points. Number 3, you may have started a high balance on a loan, but you just got it, so you haven't started paying it down yet. The same is going to be with buying a house. It's not that these things are bad, but FICO is going to react to the new risk. But here's the good news. Your score usually bounces back within 30, 60, or sometimes 90 days if you manage everything else correctly. I know all of this can feel overwhelming, but that's why I'm breaking it down into steps. It's so important, okay? Inside the 850 Club Elite, we focus on 3 actions per month. We talk about what you should be paying, what you need to add, what you need to be doing better with your current credit reports, okay? So I just want to make sure that you know that there are some helpful options out there. And when you follow that consistently, you'll start to see those results. Now, this is not going to happen overnight, but faster than you think. The key is to stop guessing and start following a real formula, the FICO formula. Now you know how it works. So what are you going to do with it? Here's the thing. Most people aren't dumb about credit. They're just uninformed. They just don't have the right information. You don't need to become a credit nerd, okay? You just need to stop letting random advice on TikTok or from your cousin at the cookout ruin your strategy. FICO isn't emotional, it's basic math. And once you learn how the math works, you're gonna be in control every single time. Now, if you think this video is great, you've seen nothing yet. I'll check you at the next video.